Captain! There's a man-of-war ship quickly closing in on our port stern. It looks to be one of the Royal Fleet.
Very interesting. I wonder how they found us out so quickly. Keep the course, Mr. Scuttle, and open up the main sail.
Aye, Captain.
Let's have a look here. Stop thrashing about. Just hold still. I'll be done in a minute. Getting all excited. You're very soft, you know. Especially your thighs, very squishable. Ah, here we are. Powder. Looks like you have moon dust stuck to your back. It's a rare mineral that is drawn to its counterpart, stardust. Put a little bit of this on a person and a compass, and you got yourself the perfect beacon. Your father is tracking you. There's no need to fear. He may be your father, but you're on my ship. That makes you one of my crew. This is your chance to prove your loyalty to me. Prove that this is the life that you have truly chosen. Is this path the one that you want? Don't think about it so hard. The answer will come, and when it does, you must be ready. Now, gear up and let's go aloft. This is going to be a bumpy ride. All right, men. Seems we've got company and they aren't here for tea and biscuits. I'd say it's the commander's ship out to retrieve his little daughter, who's fallen into the hands of pirates. Let's show them a good time, and what it means to be one of Captain Cerulean's crew. Show me your mettle. Man the cannons, keep the ship on sight. We will show them who really rules these seas.
Hand over the commander's daughter, or we will be forced to let loose our cannon.
Oh, well, looky here, my little pearl. Seems your cowardly father doesn't have the guts to come out and rescue you himself, so he sends us some lackeys. I'm disappointed. This won't be nearly as satisfying. But I suppose I can't be picky. Fire when ready, men. Fill their hull with our cannon fire and leave nothing left. I knew it. All bluff. They wouldn't dare fire at us and risk using cannon fire, but instead try to bring us down with muskets. Bring the ship about! Run alongside them and get back from the rails. We are about to collide. Prepare to board.
My lady, you must come with me now. Your father commands it. Your fiancé is waiting anxiously. My lady, why do you hesitate? My lady, this is foolish talk. These vile men have brainwashed you. This is no place for a highborn lady. Come away with me now and cease all of these childish games.
I believe the lady said she was staying with me. If you don't unhand her, I will slice your hand from your arm.
Pirate scum! I will rid the world of your vile stench!
How rude. And here I am, freshly bathed. I'll just have to teach you some manners. Very well, my pearl. She's not worthy of being pierced by my blade. Spineless lackey she is. Return to your ship, and if you try to come after us again, I will unleash my full fury, and you'll find you and your crew nothing more than shark bait. Off with you.
You don't think they will try to follow us, Captain?
She's a fool, yes, but I don't think she's that big of a fool. Their hull is riddled with holes, and if they don't get to a port soon, they will sink. Get us back on course, Mr. Scuttle. Open all the sails.
Aye, aye, Captain.
So, you have a fiancé. You failed to mention that little bit of information. I don't care if he's a gluttonous pig. A crazed fiancé chasing you might be something worth sharing with your captain. I believe you. Despite your concealing the fact of your fiancé, I trust your word that you don't care for him, nor do you want to return. You impressed me by staying when you had the ample opportunity to leave. Getting a bit cocky, aren't we? And what if this whole ordeal was a plot? All part of my plan. Do you honestly think I didn't know about that moon dust ahead of time, and exactly where it was on your body? Just a bit of fun, my lovely little pink pearl. What if this whole ruse was me pretending to find that beacon on your back when I obviously knew exactly where it was, letting them come aboard my ship, and seeing what kind of decision you would make? Maybe, maybe not. You will never know for sure, will you? But all I know is that I now have the proof I need. The proof of your loyalty. You are officially part of the Captain Cerulean crew. Welcome aboard, my newest recruit. A hat such as mine belongs only to a captain. But when we stop at the port again, you may have any hat that you can steal. Anyone that best suits you. But remember, once you have your hat, it is your treasure to guard. No pirate should be caught dead without it. For now, it is part of them, just as their sword. Are you ready for that kind of commitment? Good. I can see you're set on it. I'm glad to hear it. As for our next port, we will be heading to a small coastal town called the Siren's Cove, a hub for many pirates and those who wish to remain hidden from the Royal Navy. A few of the permanent residents know me and would welcome a visit. After all the stuff I've stolen from them, how can they not? The name Siren's Cove comes from the old tales that it used to be a hidden refuge for sirens, and many of their scales can still be found amongst the stone and coral. Though it's really no more than a mascot for the town. But after our little pit stop, the real adventure begins. We'll be heading straight into the North's heart. Seas filled with glaciers as far as the eye can see. The water is cold enough to freeze your blood, and the icebergs are sharper than any blade and will rip through even the strongest hulls, sinking ships and freezing our hearts in seconds. Doesn't that sound like an adventure worth taking? Don't look so pale, lass. You're on my ship now, and while in my company, no one will harm you. There's a man here. I've known him for some time, and he's never done me wrong. If you ever require information, he's the one to go to. But he is greedier than the king and will ask for a large amount for the kind of information we need. Have some faith in me, little pearl. While I was fighting that lady captain, a few of my best men snuck aboard her ship and grabbed as much loot as they could carry. They are off bartering it now. The money should be more than to cover the old sea dog's fee. Oh yes, my crew has been called many things. The Night Wind Thieves, the Nox Invaders, and many more terrible nicknames. You'd think they'd come up with something more original by now. You really have a sweet laugh. You'll have to show me more of that when we get back on the ship. Silver Ear, you old sea dog! It has been some time, you greedy bastard. How's business?
Oi, Captain Cerulean, is that you? You young rascal.
You've really been making the waves lately, haven't you? Me causing trouble? Whatever do you mean? You know nothing about the commander's daughter going missing and then a ship from the Great Fleet running you down to retrieve the girl. So you heard about that already, you old coot. You're as sharp as ever. You wouldn't come to me if I wasn't. And this young lady must be the illustrious commander's daughter. Indeed, I've taken her on as one of my crew. Well, my dear, aren't you lovelier than a siren's song? Be careful with this one, Cerulean. She's got a face that might even make you fall for her deceptive charms. Bad luck to have a woman on board, you know. She's part of my crew, and you can't be part of my crew without trust. I will take my chances. Now, to other businesses. Ah, yes, what information can I supply with you today? I trust you come fully prepared with the payment. Of course. I need to know which route north is proven safe this time of year. I need to get past the glaciers. Now why would you want to be going up there? Don't play dumb with me, Silver Ear. You know exactly why. Now do you have the information or not? Course I do, don't insult me, lad. But you do realize how crazy it is. Even with a clear route, it's unpredictable and the chances of survival are next to zero. Then I guess you don't have the correct information I need if that's all you have to say. Don't be so hasty. I am the only one that has the information about the best path. But not only that, I have the secret information about the White Witch you asked for. What? Where? How do you know of this? When did you see her and when did she come back? Well, now let's see. I'm afraid it's all a little fuzzy. And such important information, too. Does this clear your memory? Oh, yes, it does. I tell you all I know, but mark my words, Cerulean. Be careful with this information. I got a sneaky suspicion that White Witch is not who you think she is.